In 1900, the population of Los Angeles was just under 103,000 people. It was booming, and its business leaders were reaching for endless prosperity. William Mulholland, as head of what was to become the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power, knew that for the city to continue to grow, he would have to locate a new water source. So he and a couple of his friends began to look toward the Owens River. It carried the runoff from over 150 miles of California's Great Mountains, then followed a natural course south toward Los Angeles. Mr. Mulholland had decided, for the greater good, this water would become the fuel to build L.A. But it was more than 200 miles away, and the residents of Owens Valley had their own plans for that water, a massive irrigation project. The residents and farmers of Owens Valley were outmaneuvered by Mulholland and his friends, and by the completion of the Los Angeles Aqueduct in 1913, the city's population had more than doubled, and there was plenty of water. Mulholland announced, "There it is, take it." He then began to divert every possible gallon from the Owens River. He drained the farms of the Owens Valley to develop the San Fernando Valley, lands all owned by his financial backers and friends. The San Fernando Valley and the city of Los Angeles were given very bright futures, built on a legacy of political and legal maneuvering, backroom financial dealing, self-interests held above those of the people, and a parched Owens Valley agricultural dream. Today, the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power and the City of Los Angeles have all new faces, an expanding role in serving its citizens, and new green energy mandates to drive their strategy. It's a new time. Almost everything has changed, except one. Today we are experiencing the same old behaviors, the arrogance, secretive political and legal maneuvering, backroom dealings, unabashed self-interests, and the historic expectation of getting their own way. And for the last 100 years or so, that's how it's worked. Old habits die hard. Today, Mayor Villaraigosa and CEO David Nahai are falling back into the old traditions.
I came here to talk and to listen. Although I didn't have to come here today.
Translation: there it is, take it. But is it business as usual? Well, perhaps not this time. There's a new player at the table. You. With your support and strong voice, your California Desert Coalition has clearly changed the discussion, this time. We do not intend to relive the history of the Owens Valley. We will not be doomed to relive the historic precedent set by LADWP over the last 100 years. Whether it's water, trash, toxic waste, pollution, irresponsible recreation, or new power corridors, our magnificent Mojave is no longer available for abuse.
David, yourself and the department need to understand that there's been some mistakes in the past and that the department has a reputation for steamrolling communities in small rural areas, and we have a lot to protect here and we have a lot to fight for.
The most powerful tool to fight tyranny in a democracy is the unified voice of the people. This, then, has become the principal weapon, your voices, thousands of your voices, and the message is clear. LADWP, Los Angeles, take another look. There are better alternatives, but to see them, you will have to look beyond your proprietary interests, beyond expediency, beyond political power plays. Your constituents will best be served by your listening, studying, then acting honestly and openly for the greater good of your constituents and our planet. We all want clean, affordable energy. We want the city of Los Angeles to have the power it needs to grow and prosper. But at what price? This conversation is not over. In fact, it hasn't really begun. but the argument may be over. What began as an angry battle for our quality of life and health has become a conversation of opportunities and alternatives. What began as a cry from our small community has become a collection of voices, now including many influential organizations and legislators, political representatives from the entire Southern California region. Your voices have now reached deep into the city of Los Angeles, the halls of the state capitol, and even the office of the governor. Here's how this conversation has been progressing just this last year. We continue to closely watch LADWP, holding them to their promises and calling them on their inappropriate old behaviors. In his speech at the Yucca Valley meeting, David Nahai was right about one thing. He said, "All eyes will be on us." Let us set the right precedent and stop Green Path North.